Hello students, I am Mrs. Reema Shah Vora from Deccan Education Society, Brihan Maharashtra College of Commerce, Pune. I teach mathematics and statistics, and today we are going to start with the fifth chapter of Maths Part 1, that is integration. Students, you all are very well aware of the concept of differentiation. You all have done it in standard 11th as well as 12th standard. So now today we are going to see what do you mean by antiderivative. Integration is widely used in geometry and it has many applications in applied mathematics also. It is a part of calculus and basically to integrate means to find the sum of. So students, integration is very interesting, and now for the better understanding of the chapter, we move on to the PowerPoint presentation. In this chapter, we are going to see method of substitution, some special integrals, integration by parts, and integration by partial fractions. So these are the topics which will be covered. Let us see what do you mean by integration first. If f of x and g of x are two functions such that d by dx of f of x is equal to g of x, then integration g of x dx is equal to f of x. Here g of x is called as the integrand and f of x is called as the integral of g of x. So note over here students that derivative of f of x is g of x, then integration of g of x is f of x. This process of finding integral of function is called as integration. Thus integration is the inverse operation of differentiation. So your g of x is also called as the primitive or antiderivative, and therefore integration is used. The notation of integration was introduced by Leibniz. Now let us see one example. D by dx of x raised to 5 is equal to 5x raised to 4. Correct? So by definition of integration 5x raised to 4 dx is equal to x raised to 5. Also note that if d by dx of x raised to 5 plus 7, then derivative is 5x raised to 4. Also integration of 5x raised to 4 is equal to x raised to 5 plus 7. D by dx of x raised to 5 minus 2 is equal to 5x raised to 4. Therefore, integration of 5x raised to 4 dx is equal to x raised to 5 minus 2. Note here that the questions are same, 5x raised to 4, 5x raised to 4 and 5x raised to 4. But the answer is different. So, if d by dx of x raised to 5, so note over here that the questions are same, 5x raised to 4, 5x raised to 4. But the answers are different. Here it is x raised to 5 plus 0, x raised to 5 plus 7, and here x raised to 5 minus 2. In general, we can say that if we are taking the derivative of x raised to 5 plus c, then the answer is 5x raised to 4. Real number over here. In general, we write integration of 5x raised to 4 dx is equal to x raised to 5 plus c. C is called as the constant of integration. Here C is very, very important, students. As I told you that there are different constants coming. So we write that to adjust the constant. And this integration sign dx and then plus c is very, very important. So we write integration dx till we find the integration, and then in the final answer, whenever we find the integration, we have to write plus c. So make a note of that. Very, very important. Let us see some standard formulas of integration. Derivative of x is equal to 1. We all know that. So by definition, integration of 1 dx is equal to x plus c. Note here that integration of constant is x plus c. If f of x dx is equal to g of x plus c, this is one important result, then integration of f of ax plus b dx is equal to g of ax plus b upon a. Here, instead of x, we have replaced it by ax plus b. So in the answer, we are going to write the same integration and then divide it by the coefficient of x. So in all the formulas, we are going to see that. Let us see some other formulas. If derivative of x raised to n is equal to n x raised to n minus 1, but integration of x raised to n dx is equal to x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. So integration of x cube dx is equal to x raised to 4 upon 4 plus c. Okay. Now using the result which we saw previously, if it is ax plus b raised to n, anything apart from x, and there is a coefficient of x, so we need to divide it by the coefficient of x in the answer. So ax plus b raised to n plus 1 as it is upon n plus 1 into a plus c, where n is not equal to minus 1. If derivative of log x is 1 upon x, then integration of 1 upon x dx is equal to log mod x plus c. Your mod x is very important, make a note of that. integration of 1 upon ax plus b dx is equal to log mod ax plus b upon a plus c. So note that it is the same thing, just we are dividing by the coefficient of x again. If derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x log a, then integration of a raised to x is a raised to x upon log a plus c, where a is not equal to 1 and it is greater than 0. Similarly, a raised to px plus q dx is a raised to px plus q upon log a into p. So again we are dividing it by the coefficient of x, make a note of that. Plus c is compulsory. We all know that derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x into log e, but log e is 1. So derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. Similarly, integration of e raised to x is also e raised to x plus c. Now if it is e raised to px plus q dx, so it will be e raised to px plus q upon p plus c.
माझ्या संगे वाढा वाढा माझ्या संगे वाढा 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 वाढा.
ह्याप्रमाणेच मुलांच्या सोबत वाढत आहेत LICचे चिल्ड्रन्स प्लॅन्स, जे देतात आकर्षक रक्कम मुलांच्या वाढीच्या प्रत्येक टप्प्यावर.
वाढा वाढा माझ्या संगे.
Let us see some rules of integration now. If f is a real valued integrable function of x and k is any constant, then integration k f of x dx is equal to k integration f of x dx. So like what we do in derivative, we remove the constant outside, we derivate the function only. So same thing, we are going to integrate the function only. The constant will be outside only when the constant is multiplied. If f and g are real valued integrable functions of x, then integration f of x plus g of x dx is equal to integration f of x dx plus integration g of x dx. If f and g are real valued integrable functions of x, then integration f of x minus g of x dx is equal to integration f of x dx minus integration g of x dx. In both the results, we are just separating the functions with the integration sign and putting the respective sign in between them, so that it is easier for us to integrate. Let us see some examples now. First question is integration minus 2 upon root of 5x minus 4 minus root 5x minus 2 dx. So here let I equal to minus 2 upon root 5x minus 4 minus root 5x minus 2. Okay, so we consider the question as I. Now make a note over here that in the denominator there are rational terms. So by rationalizing we can easily simplify the problem. Here the rationalizing factor is root 5x minus 4 plus root 5x minus 2. So multiplying and dividing by the same, we get this step. Later on, we multiply the numerator and denominator. So numerator is minus 2 into root of 5x minus 4 plus root 5x minus 2 upon, see over here, this is a minus b into a plus b. So formula is a square minus b square. Hence we get root 5x minus 4 raised to 2 minus root 5x minus 2 raised to 2 dx. Now square and root will get cancelled. So here the numerator is as it is, and in the denominator square and square root gets cancelled. And then in the next step we are just opening the brackets. So numerator is same, opening the brackets in the denominator. And now in the next step we get minus 2 into root of 5x minus 4 plus root 5x minus 2. Here 5x gets cancelled. So what remains? Minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2 dx. Again, in the next step, minus 2 and minus 2 will get cancelled. So we have integration 5x minus 4 raised to 1 by 2 dx plus integration 5x minus 2 raised to 1 by 2 dx. Because root 5x minus 4 is there, which is nothing but raised to 1 by 2. Now, we are using the formula x raised to n dx is equal to x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. Here n is 1 by 2. So it will be 1 by 2 plus 1. Therefore, 5x minus 4 raised to 1 by 2 plus 1 upon 1 by 2 plus 1. Note here that it is not just x, it is 5x minus 4. So we divide by the coefficient of x, which is 5. So 1 by 5. Okay. Similarly, 5x minus 2 raised to 1 by 2 plus 1 upon 1 by 2 plus 1 into 1 by 5. Next step is 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2. So we are just writing that. Okay. And finally, after simplifying, we can write it 2 5x minus 4 raised to 3 by 2 upon 15 plus 2 5x minus 2 raised to 3 by 2 upon 15 plus c. So note over here that integration sign is not there. So now writing plus c is very, very important everywhere. And now you can leave the answer over here, or you can remove 2 by 15 common and then write these two terms in the bracket plus c. So both the things are okay. Now let us move on to the next example. Integration 3x square minus 5 the whole square dx. Here it is a minus b the whole square, students. So we can easily expand the bracket by using a minus b the whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So we get 9x raised to 4 minus 30x square plus 25 dx. So by using the theorems of integration, we are going to separate the integration. We get integration 9x raised to 4 dx minus integration 30x square dx plus integration 25 dx. So now removing constant outside, so 9 integration x raised to 4 dx minus 30 integration x square dx plus 25 integration 1 dx. So we get 9x raised to 4 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 minus 30x raised to 2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 plus 25x plus c. For these two terms, we have used the formula x raised to n, and we know that integration of 1 is x. So it will be 25x. Okay. So now it becomes 9x raised to 5 upon 5 minus 30x cube upon 3 plus 25x plus c. And finally the answer is 9 upon 5x raised to 5 minus 10x cube plus 25x plus c. Next example, if f dash of x is equal to 4x cube minus 3x square plus 2x plus k, f of 0 is equal to 1 and f of 1 is equal to 4. Find f of x. Now we know by definition of integration that f of x is equal to integration f dash of x dx. Note over here that f dash of x is given and we have to find f of x. So that's why we are using the definition of integration. Therefore, integration of 4x cube minus 3x square plus 2x plus k dx. So integrating it, 4 integration x cube dx minus 3 integration x square dx plus 2 integration x dx plus k 1 dx. So we get 4x raised to 4 upon 4 minus 3x cube upon 3 plus 2x square upon 2 plus kx plus c. This is your f of x raised to 4 minus x cube plus x square plus kx plus c. So students, we don't end over here. Now note that f of 0 equal to 1 and f of 1 is equal to 4 is given. So we are going to use that and find the values of k and c. Let us see how to do that. F of x is already obtained in this way in terms of k and c. So f of 0 equal to, whenever f of 0 we are finding, we simply substitute 0 in place of x. So we get 0 raised to 4 minus 0 cube plus 0 square plus k into 0 plus c. Correct? So here f of 0 equal to 1 is given. Therefore, now all these terms become 0. So only c remains. Therefore, c is equal to 1. Now the second thing is f of 1 equal to 4. So substitute 1 in place of x. We get f of 1 equal to 1 raised to 4 minus 1 cube plus 1 square plus k into 1 plus c. Now 1 raised to 4 is 1 minus 1 plus k plus 1 because c is 1. Here 1 and 1 gets cancelled. So k plus 2 remains. Now f of 1 is 4. So k plus 2 is equal to 4 and therefore k is equal to 2. Now substitute these both values in this equation. So we get f of x equal to x raised to 4 minus x cube plus x square plus 2x plus 1. And this way the problem is complete. Okay students, so easily you can complete exercise 5.1 by using all these steps. Now we will move on to the method change of variable or method of substitution. In this method, we reduce the given function to standard form by changing variable x to t, using some suitable substitution x equal to phi t. Let us see the theorem. If x is equal to phi of t is a differentiable function of t, then integration f of x dx is equal to integration f of phi of t into phi dash t dt. So students, we will just substitute, we will find out a suitable substitution for the function and integrate it so that we obtain the proper answer. Let us see some corollaries. Integration f of x raised to n f dash of x dx is equal to f of x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. Here there is a function raised to n and then derivative of that same function is there. So answer will be f of x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. Next corollary, integration f dash of x upon f of x dx. Note that the function is in the denominator but the derivative of the same function is in the numerator. So answer will be log mod f of x plus c. Similarly, integration f dash of x upon root f of x dx is 2 root f of x plus c. Again, your numerator has the derivative of the denominator's function upon root f of x. So, 2 root f of x plus c. Let us see some examples on substitution now. Evaluate integration x root 1 plus x square dx. So, let I equal to the given question. Now, put 1 plus x square equal to t. You note that whenever we substitute anything, the first step you are going to do is differentiate. So, 2x dx is equal to dt. So, now you all know, students, that why we have considered this particular thing for t. Because the derivative is 2x dx and we get x dx equal to dt by 2. So, now rearranging the terms in the given question, we write root 1 plus x square into x dx. So, I equal to root t into dt by 2 by substitution. So, 1 by 2 will come outside the integration as it is a constant. Integration root t dt. Now, root t integration is nothing but t raised to 1 by 2 plus 1 upon 1 by 2 plus 1. So, we get 1 by 2 into t raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 plus c. Now, by simplifying, we get I equal to 1 by 3 into t raised to 3 by 2 plus c, because here 2 will get cancelled. And now substituting t again. So, I equal to 1 by 3 into 1 plus x square raised to 3 by 2 plus c. Students, make a note that you have to substitute t again. We had started with the problem in terms of x. So, the answer has to be in terms of x. Do not leave it over here. Next problem. Evaluate integration x cube upon root 1 plus x raised to 4 dx. Now, note over here, by looking at the problem, we understand that the derivative of x raised to 4 is 4x cube. So, x cube is already given in the question. So, it is better that we substitute 1 plus x raised to 4. So, considering the given question as I, put 1 plus x raised to 4 equal to t. Now, derivative is 4x cube dx equal to dt. Therefore, x cube dx is equal to dt by 4. Now, substituting in I, so we get the numerator has become x cube dx, which is dt by 4 upon root t. Now, remove 1 by 4 outside the integration. So, we get 1 by root t into dt. Now, next we get I equal to 1 by 4, 2 root t plus c after integrating. Why? Because 1 by root t is nothing but 1 upon t raised to 1 by 2, which is t raised to minus 1 by 2. So, t raised to minus 1 by 2 plus 1 is root t. And therefore, 2 by 4 root t plus c. Now, the final answer, we substitute t again. So, this becomes 1 by 2 root of 1 plus x raised to 4 plus c. And this is your final answer. Next question, integration 1 upon x log x dx. Note in the question that derivative of log x is 1 by x. So, just rearranging the terms in I, we get 1 upon x dx is upon log x. We can easily write it. There is no change in both the questions. Okay. Now, put log x equal to t. So, when you're substituting, immediately differentiate 1 upon x dx is equal to dt. Now, we get I equal to dt upon t. Therefore, I is equal to log mod t plus c, and therefore, I is equal to log of mod log x plus c. Don't forget to substitute t again. Okay. Next question is integration 2x plus 6 upon root x square plus 6x plus 3 dx. So, let the given question be I. Note over here that x square plus 6 plus 3, the derivative of that is 2x plus 6 plus 0. Now, 2x plus 6 is there in the numerator. So, we are going to substitute x square plus 6x plus 3 equal to t. So, 2x plus 6 dx is equal to dt. And f of x over here is x square plus 6x plus 3 equal to t. And f dash of x is 2x plus 6 dx equal to dt. So, now numerator is the derivative of denominator, and denominator has the root over there. So, I equal to integration dt by root t. We are going to use the result integration f dash of x upon root f of x dx is 2 root f of x plus c. Hence, this answer is I equal to 2 root t plus c. Therefore, I is equal to 2 root x square plus 6x plus 3 plus c. So, you can directly write over here by using this formula. You can just mention that these are the derivative, or you can go by this method. Next type of integration, integration ax plus b root cx plus d dx. Note here that there are two linear fractions. So, we are going to substitute the second, whatever is there in the root, we are going to substitute that as t, and therefore we get x equal to t plus 4. Get it in terms of x and then differentiate. Therefore dx is equal to dt. Now substituting in I, so I is equal to 2 into t plus 4 plus 1 into root t dt. So opening the brackets and we get 2t plus 9 into root t dt. Now multiplying root t inside, so 2t into raised to 3 by 2 plus 9 t raised to 1 by 2 dt. Now integrating, so we get I equal to 2 integration t raised to 3 by 2 dt plus 9 integration t raised to 1 by 2 dt, and t raised to 3 by 2 plus 1 gives you t raised to 5 by 2 upon 5 by 2. T raised to 1 by 2 plus 1 gives you t raised to 3 by 2. So I equal to 2 into t raised to 5 by 2 upon 5 by 2 plus 9 t raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 plus c. Okay, now substituting t again, so we get 4 by 5 x minus 4 raised to 5 by 2 plus 6 into x minus 4 raised to 3 by 2 plus c is the final answer. So in this way we can solve the these types of integration. Next type of integration is integration a e raised to x plus b upon c e raised to x plus d dx. Here note that a, b, c are some real numbers. They belong to the set of R. Okay, so always whenever you see this type of problems, substitute numerator equal to a into denominator plus b into derivative of denominator. Here note that a and b are any constants that we are taking. So we find the values of a and b by comparing the coefficients on both the sides. So let us see some examples on basis of these. Integration 3e raised to 2t plus 5 upon 4e raised to 2t minus 5 dt. Here note that instead of x, the variable is t. So that's why we have written dt. Okay. Now as discussed, so put numerator equal to a into denominator plus b into derivative of denominator. Here denominator is 4e raised to 2t minus 5. And derivative of the same is what? 4e raised to 2t into derivative of e raised to 2t is 2. So we get 4e raised to 2t into 2. Okay. Now 3e raised to 2t plus 5 is 4a e raised to 2t minus 5a plus 8b e raised to 2t. Get the e raised to 2t terms together. So we get 4a plus 8b into e raised to 2t minus 5a. Now comparing on both the sides. So we get 4a plus 8b equal to 3 and minus 5a equal to 5. Therefore a is equal to minus 1. Now put a equal to minus 1 in equation 1. So we get 4 into minus 1 plus 8b equal to 3. Therefore minus 4 plus 8b equal to 3. Therefore 8b is equal to 3 plus 4, that is 7. And therefore b is equal to 7 by 8. Now students, we are going to substitute a and b in the first equation. After, just remember one thing, that whenever you take the derivative, there you substitute a and b. Do not substitute in the simplified form. So always put it in wherever you have taken the derivative, so it becomes easier for you to integrate. So we get, now numerator is what? A into, so minus 1 into denominator 4 e raised to 2t minus 5 plus b. So 7 by 8 into derivative of denominator. That is 4 e raised to 2t into 2. And denominator is as it is, 4 e raised to 2t minus 5. So your question has been converted to this now. Okay. Now we can easily simplify this. By separating the denominator, we get minus 4 e raised to 2t minus 5 upon 4 e raised to 2t minus 5 plus 7 by 8 4 e raised to 2t into 2 upon 4 e raised to 2t minus 5. So in this case, both will get cancelled. So integration minus 1 dt remains. Here 7 by 8 comes outside. But note over here that derivative of 4 e raised to 2t minus 5 is 8 e raised to 2t, which is there in the numerator. So we are going to use the corollary f dash of x upon f of x dx is equal to log mod f of x plus c. Okay. So integration of this is t, and this by the corollary we get minus t plus 7 by 8 log mod 4 e raised to 2t minus 5 plus c. And this is your final answer. Let us see one more example. Integration 3e raised to x plus 4 upon 2e raised to x minus 8 dx. So again over here put numerator equal to a into denominator plus b into derivative of denominator. Therefore 3e raised to x plus 4 is equal to a into 2e raised to x minus 8 plus b into d by dx of 2e raised to x minus 8. So therefore we get 3e raised to x plus 4 equal to a into 2e raised to x minus 8 plus b into 2e raised to x. Make a note of this equation because this is the place where you are going to substitute a and b. Do not substitute in the further part of the solved because we are just using this for finding a and b. Okay. Now similarly numerator is what now? 2a e raised to x minus 8a plus b 2e raised to x. Get the e raised to x terms together. So we get 2a plus 2b into e raised to x minus 8a. Comparing on both the sides, we get 2a plus 2b equal to 3 and 4 is equal to minus 8. Therefore, a is equal to minus 1 by 2 from equation 2. Now let us substitute equation this a equal to minus 1 by 2 in equation 1. So we get 2 into minus 1 by 2 plus 2b equal to 3. Therefore, minus 1 plus 2b equal to 3. So b is equal to 4. 2b is equal to 4, therefore b is equal to 2. Okay. Substitute a and b in this as discussed earlier. So we get numerator is minus 1 by 2 into 2e raised to x minus 8 plus 2 into 2e raised to x upon denominator as it is 2e raised to x minus 8. Now we get, after separating the denominators, minus 1 by 2 2e raised to x minus 8 upon 2e raised to x minus 8 dx plus 2 into 2e raised to x upon 2e raised to x minus 8 dx. So both these terms will get cancelled and here you can see that we can use integration f dash of x upon f of x dx is log mod f of x plus c. So integration of this is what? Minus 1 by 2 into x plus 2 into log 2 mod e raised to ex minus 8 plus c, and this is your final answer. Let us see some results now. Integration 1 upon x square minus a square dx is 1 by 2a log mod x minus a upon x plus a plus c. Integration 1 upon a square minus x square dx is 1 upon 2a log mod a plus x upon a minus x plus c. Integration 1 upon root x square plus a square dx is log mod x plus root x square plus a square plus c. And integration 1 upon root x square minus a square dx is log mod x plus root x square minus a square plus c. Here students note that this is the first two terms are not having roots and the third and the fourth results are having roots over here. Okay, so the answers are different. X square minus a square is 1 upon 2a log mod x minus a upon x plus a plus c. You can remember the formula that a square minus b square is a minus b upon a plus b. So in this way you can just relate with this. Here it is root of. So 1 upon x square plus a square, or it is a square plus x square. Anything. Answer will be log mod x plus root x square plus a square plus c. And here also x plus root x square minus a square plus c. Whatever is there in the question, the same thing comes over here. Make a note of that. Now, what is the difference between these two? Here the variable is first and then the constant, and here the constant is first and then the variable. So make a note of that and use the formulas accordingly. These are just some of the tips for you to remember the results. Let us see one different form of the integral. Integration p of x upon q of x dx. Here, if degree of p of x is greater equal degree of q of x, then we simply divide the equation, the numerator by denominator, obtained it in the form of dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder form, and then we divide it by the quotient. So integration p of x upon q of x dx is nothing but q of x dx plus r of x upon q of x dx. Now this is in the standard form. Now I equal to x cube plus x plus 1 upon x square minus x. Here note that the degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator. Degree of numerator is 3 whereas degree of denominator is 2. So after division we get I equal to integration x plus 2x plus 1 upon x square minus 1 dx. Okay. Now we can easily integrate. So separating integration x dx plus integration 2x upon x square minus 1 dx plus integration 1 upon x square minus 1 dx. So we get I equal to x square by 2 plus log mod x square minus 1 plus integration 1 upon x square minus 1 square dx. So using the result like in the previous slide, 1 upon x square minus a square dx is 1 upon 2a log mod x minus a upon x plus a plus c. So therefore your I becomes x square plus 2 plus log mod x square minus 1 plus 1 by 2 log mod x minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus c. So students, today we have seen the introduction of integration and some important formulas of integration and the various types. In the next lecture, we will continue with the further part of the chapter. Thank you. Thank you.